see the same thing. I think guys like Von Miller, without DeMarcus Ware, that Denver defense is missing him. They miss his leadership. They miss a lot of his experience. But you had mentioned it before. That Shane Ray is pretty good. He's pretty fast off the edge. Von Miller is Von Miller. They're coming to get the Buccaneers. I look for Denver to win this game handily.
Yeah, I'm rolling with you. I'm rolling with you on the Denver Broncos. Cannot picture in any scenario where the Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat this team. Just can't.
No, I can't either. Other 4 o'clock games. This one's a bummer. I don't care. Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys traveling to San Francisco to the Field of Genes, taking on the 49ers. Dallas laying the 2 points on the road. Road favorite. I think San Francisco actually wins this game.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. Just because the NFL is so screwy.
Yeah, it is true, and the Cowboys have shown their their market of unpredictability. They're not liable. Likely no Des Bryant this week.
Yeah,
so I can see.
That's what they are. They are very unpredictable. I like San Francisco in the 2 points.
Okay. I'm probably not a bad play, but I'm going to go for the sake of argument. I'm going to argue the other half and go against the other side because I don't like this San Francisco 49ers team, and it might be I don't like them. I hate what the Yorks did to that franchise. I'm a little partial because I'm a big Eddie DiBartolo fan.
Sure.
So I hate the way the Yorks have just dissected that franchise and ruined it basically. Once a proud, great franchise that was growing up in my childhood. I always remember, the San Francisco 49ers are on Fox. I mean, this is a good game. This is a good team you want to watch. Yeah, I remember Steve Young, Jerry Rice, and those boys. Even when they had even when they had Jeff Garcia and Terrell Owens. I mean, they were still fun to watch. They're still fun to watch. And then look, and the Yorks just destroyed this team. And really, you know what?
Yeah,
screw it. I'm going to go with the Dallas Cowboys to win this game, but I'm not convinced by it. I'm leaning strictly off emotion here. I'm not a Chip Kelly fan either. I've never been. I think he's going to be back in college football sooner than later.
Maybe.
So
maybe. I'm leaning 49ers. Kelly saw the Cowboys a couple times a year. This is not, they got the ability to be at home. Blaine Gabbert has not been bad. He's not been good. Look, I'm not going to get into it with you because I know he sucks, but he's not been bad. I think San Francisco finds a way to win this game at home. They find a win this game 24-20.
The only interesting aspect of it is who's going to join Cap with his national anthem protest. That'd be the only thing interesting about this game. Who else would join? Who else would join? I don't know.
Maybe so.
It's kind of funny how South Park brings to light how funny it is how we, how we were so infatuated with who sits, stands, or kneels for the national anthem. It's kind of funny.
Those guys are the best for sure. 4:30, New Orleans Saints. This is the barn burner of the day. This is actually the highest number on the board too. I got it at 53.5. It's probably good. They should, by all accounts, you should lay the wood on the 53.5 on this. Or, look, the moment you do that, then San Diego's going to win this game 17-14.
I do not see any scenario where this game has any defense involved. This is TCU versus Iowa State right here.
Yeah, this is just a
on an NFL level.
It is. I think New Orleans slows down quite a bit on grass. They just aren't the same team outside of a dome. But
I agree.
I read the other day they're 4-11 in their last 15 games in the dome at home. 4-11 at home
because they have probably maybe the worst assembled defense on an NFL professional football team I have ever seen.
Roman Harper takes off his helmet. He's got white hair. He's like 67 years old, and he's their starting free safety. He's a wealth of knowledge. He's forgotten more about the game of football than you and I know combined, but he can't.
Yeah, but when your legs can't, sometimes your mind tells you can, but your body just is telling you something else. You just can't move like you used to, and that's the bottom line. These guys are bigger, stronger. These young bucks coming to the league are big, strong, and fast, and Roman Harper, man, it's no country for old men.
That's right. You're on it.
Yeah.
They can't stop anything. I like San Diego to actually beat their ass. This is beating. Yeah, this is my ass beating of the week. I think Sean Payton's voice has an expiration date. I think Dennis Allen as a defensive coordinator is first of all, he's got nothing to work with, but he doesn't scheme well anyhow. He doesn't scheme well. San Diego wins this game going away. I'm taking the Chargers -4.
Yeah, All day, every day. I'd never use the term lock. I think it's nothing but a fucking degenerate word. And I always tell people when they use the word lock, you want to see a lock, go to your front door. That's a lock. But I could say that for me, I feel Joey Peeps is feeling some Sunday swim action on this one. So San Diego -4 all day, every day.
I like it myself. I'm with you. Peeps. Speaking of Sunday swim, get out there, get your lineup set because we're having a blast playing. It's something to talk about. It's great water cooler fodder. It's just great back and forth to bullshit and talk Sunday swim with all your buddies. We've got a lot of people in. I actually wish we would have pushed it out a lot sooner so we could have got more people to enter. But next season it's going to blow up and we're going to have much more in there. But make sure you jump into the Line Sports Talk Podcast DraftKings League. If you want an invite, send me or Joey Peeps. Send us something on Twitter. You can get the show at TL317. We'll go ahead and we'll email you the invite, hop in, play some DraftKings. We're doing $1 and $3 entries just to get some folks in there. It got about 175 people that have joined that league, and only like 15 of you pick lineups. So I don't know what the hell it is you guys are doing, but jump in, pick a lineup. Let's all play together, win together, just like we do on Sunday Swim. So check out the DraftKings. Send me something at TL317. I'll send you an invite. Jump in. So we appreciate it. Other 4 o'clockers, Bubby. This is the last one. Rams Cardinals. Cardinals are coming off a situation where they got a shoe stuck up their ass in Buffalo.
Yuck. This game.
Not interesting. Not even from a fantasy standpoint. I would be afraid to start Todd Gurley here. You have to, but I'm afraid to start him. LaShawn McCoy had his day. He did whatever he wanted to do with that Cardinals defense last week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gotta go on emotion a little bit here because the Arizona Cardinals were a Super Bowl pick of mine in the NFC. You have to respond after looking terrible, getting embarrassed in Buffalo by a team that looked like the wheels were about ready to come off. By the way, you have to respond. This is it. You have to respond in this situation. If you cannot win this game and if you cannot dominate in this game, I'm going to retract on my Super Bowl pick because if you win this game and you respond and you cover the spread, which I'm going to take you and I believe you will, but if you don't, then I think it's safe to say that we overestimated the Arizona Cardinals. So I'm going to take them minus. What do you got it at?
I got it at 8.
I'll take the 8. I'll take 8's a funky number.
Yeah,
but I'll take the Arizona Cardinals. They have to respond and they have to look good doing so. So I'm going to roll with them.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I just can't take the Rams plus the 8. But again, this is one of those situations where
that 8's tricky. It's a tricky number.
It sure is. 8's a bad number. I would never even touch it. But for the sake of the day, I'm taking the Arizona Cardinals, hoping for a response that this team has to show up. They're very good at home. They played their hearts out against the Patriots. Should have won that game on a missed field goal. Should have won that game. This is a better team than they showed in Buffalo last week. Bruce Arians is an excellent head coach, an excellent leader of men. Look for Arians to bring them back.
Time to show it.
It is.
This is where you 1 and 2.
Carson Palmer's got to get on track.
That's the issue. You're right.
He's been awful. He has to get on track. He has to get with Larry Fitzgerald. Michael Floyd, if he's healthy, got to get him involved because he's a good receiver. He's just not – I don't think he's healthy. Get Larry Fitzgerald involved. The 8 o'clock game is actually a really good one for a change.
Very good.
It's a real good one.
Very good. I'm looking forward to this battle by the river. I think just what I said in the last one.
Kansas City at Pittsburgh.
I think Kansas City on the road is going to be a letdown. I think after a nice win they had against the Jets where they physically dominated and really really looked good. I think it's going to happen. You're going to run into a Pittsburgh Steelers team. It's going to be angry. I believe they're getting Le'Veon Bell back this game, aren't they?
They are. That is
Yes,
correct.
I love Pittsburgh in this game. I love them minus. We have 6.
I have it at 4.5.
4.5. I love it. Even better. Love it.
Yeah.
I will take the Pittsburgh Steelers in this one. I think they're angry. I think they're, I like Mike Tomlin as a head coach. I think he got into it. They're shit after this game and said, okay, boys, we got put back down to earth. How are you going to respond? Get Le'Veon Bell back to big thing. I love them at home. I think Kansas City is going to have a letdown this week because after their win, I like Pittsburgh in this one.
I'm with you. As much as the NFL, it's a common theme here on today's show. The NFL is such a kooky place. I like the 4.5 points. I would love to get 4.5, but you're in Pittsburgh. coming off of absolutely just an ass beating that Philly handed them. I think that Andy Reid is an excellent head coach as well. He's going to he's probably going to try to take a page out of Doug Peterson's book and see what he did. But I don't think Kansas City has the offensive weapons that Philadelphia does. I don't think they can mix things up that well. It looks like Jamal Charles will play, but I don't know how much that means. I think Pittsburgh wins this game by a touchdown. Well, I'm with you. Pittsburgh
cool
wins
with that.
27-20.
Yep, I think so. And, I just for all the things, I just think Pittsburgh, I like this Pittsburgh Steelers team. I think they're a very good football team. I think they just got humbled last week, and I think they're going to respond.
I'm with you.
Because of the system, and I'm a big Mike Tomlin fan. I've always been. I think he's a great head coach, and I think he's going to have these boys ready to fire Sunday night.
I think so. In the Monday night showdown, this is a Minnesota Vikings team that's got a lot of people asking, are they for real? I think they are. I think defensively they're very much for real.
I think that. I mean, I don't think there's any disputing that. You shut down. Look what this defense has done the past 2 weeks. They have shut down not just Aaron Rodgers, but then the next week go to Carolina, go there, mind you, and shut down the reigning NFL MVP, that monster that is Cam Newton, in back-to-back weeks.
You're going to keep hearing this. You're going to keep hearing Mike Zimmer in the double A gap blitz. You're going to hear it Monday night. You're going to hear Gruden talk about the double A gap blitz. Zimmer's he's not giving anything away.
The double A gap blitz.
There he is. There's Chucky.
You got to stress it like old Chucky.
Yeah, but you're going to hear that Monday night. Is that double A gap? He's going to fill holes. They're going to stay in their positions, in their fits, and they're going to confuse Eli. I think from the fantasy implication, Eli is benched. I wouldn't start Eli anywhere. I would almost consider not starting. I certainly wouldn't start Sterling Shepard or Victor Cruz or a running back from the New York Giants.
If you drafted Odell Beckham like Mr. Peeps did, you have to start him because chances are you took him with your number 1 overall pick. Sorry, you got to suck it up and play it and see what happens.
You don't have a better option. You play him. You play him all day.
You don't.
But
you don't ever sit Odell Beckham because even against this guy's a great player. I mean, even against a great defense, great players can shine. That's what makes them great.
That's right. You know what? Don't be surprised if he has 3 catches for 39 yards. But I wouldn't be surprised if he caught 2 touchdowns. He's that guy. Don't be surprised if he does that either. That's right. So I'm with you though. I think Minnesota is clearly the better team here, but the Giants, you are what your record says you are.
They're not very. They're okay.
They're winning games.
Giants are a middle of the road team. They're okay.
They are. They're winning games. They got to beat somebody, and they got to beat somebody handily for me to go, wow, they're pretty good. But in the NFL, it's tough to beat somebody handily. You know, Philadelphia just stomped Pittsburgh last week. I'm not ready to crown Philadelphia. I'm not.
No, not yet. But I can tell you one. I can tell you one thing though. I'm impressed so far. I'm not ready to say they're a threat to win the Super Bowl. I'm not going there yet either. But I can tell you, Carson Wentz, Doug Peterson, and what he's put together, and Carson Wentz looks like a 10-year veteran. I mean,
I'm impressed.
It's impressive, no doubt.
I'm impressed. You know, you only have this week. You only have Philadelphia and Green Bay on the bye.
But the Eagles are like my Jets. Not to interrupt, but the Eagles are like my Jets. Just when you think everything is going great and the sky's the limit, they just they turn their ugly head and take a shit on you. The Eagles and my Jets are synonymous.
It's a thing. It's definitely a thing. I was going to mention Green Bay and Philadelphia are the only 2 teams on a bye. I hate that they've got a bye in week 4. How does that help anybody?
Green Bay and Philadelphia.
You got a bye 4 weeks into the season. The season just started. You don't need a bye right now. You don't need. I mean, everybody could use a break or a week off, I'm sure, but give. That's. I think that's a detriment to some of these teams.
We've talked about this before. I have a bigger problem. With having a game on Thursday night than that because I mean, you're asking guys to come off a short week. You're not giving them any time to heal.
No, I do too. But there's the supply and demand that is the NFL.
Well, that's the money. It's the money. But I'm talking about in terms of the players and their well-being. For that reason, I don't like the Thursday night game. For my viewing pleasure, I love the Thursday night game. I love having a game on Thursday night.
I do too. It really wraps up the week nicely.
Yeah.
I do think you saw where Richard Sherman the other day had come out and said the NFL just doesn't care about the players, and I agree with him.
He has a point. He has a point all day.
Yeah, now, I completely agree.
Now, I mean, I will go with what Richard Sherman said. I think Michael Bennett said the same thing, but he was way too extreme about it. You know, in his in his Michael Bennett like rant that he went on. Yeah, I mean, N-word for hire is what he said. Is for lease. No, N-word for lease is what I believe Michael Bennett said. I think that's kind of overstretching it.